My name is Mike Christie. I'm with Home and Community Services in the Office of Housing and Employment. And today I have a couple special guests who we're going to be interviewing, talking about their services. I want to introduce you both to Shad and Vaughn. Shad and Vaughn, thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's
Awesome.
a pleasure, man.
Yeah, great. Happy to have you guys. Maybe we'll start with you, Shad. If you want to just introduce yourself, you could tell us your name and maybe a fun fact or something about you.
Yeah, my name is Shad Slater, and one of my favorite things to do is I like to play basketball and be active with my time and go on long walks and really honestly talk to my housing guy because that's kind of what I do.
That's great, Shad. Yeah, thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
Vaughn, how about yourself?
My name is Vaughn. I guess I'm a jack of all trades because I work on cars, houses, you name it. That's what I like to do.
Yeah, nice. Just work on things, fiddle here and there.
Yeah.
Totally. That's great. Well, we're talking a little bit about housing and employment services and different services that you both receive through those avenues. Maybe just, talk to me a little bit about the services you've received around housing and employment. I know, Shad, you mentioned the individual you work with. You love working with them. Can you guys both maybe just tell me a little bit about what that's looked like, receiving some supportive housing and supportive employment?
Well, for me, it looks like having someone there on a consistent basis and someone who calls and checks on me and makes sure that I'm physically and mentally okay. And as far as work goes, someone who looks at all of my downsides and positives, and they combine them together to find me the right employer.
That's great.
And I really cherish that.
That's awesome, Shad. Thanks.
Yeah.
Paul?
With me, it's been a long while going through for housing. But when I got Sheena, it was the best deal at all because she got me into housing right away. But I love where I'm at. It's a beautiful housing, and now I've got Dodie working for me for employment, and he's checking in on me anywhere between 1 to 5 times a week.
Nice.
It just depends on what he has going.
Yeah.
But it's working wonderful. I've had a couple interviews, but that's it.
Yeah. Nice. When you guys think about just the journey that those services have taken, what are maybe some milestones along the way?
I think definitely one of my milestones is I've picked up a couple of jobs, and I've had some time to reflect on what's really helped me the most on maintaining that job and what hasn't. And I think that this program has really helped me excel in becoming a better person.
Chad, how about you, Vaughn?
My journey is, like I said, it's been a long one, but I've went from state hospital to going to a group home, and from the group home to independent living, which I really enjoyed. Mm-hmm. I'm still enjoying. I've been in independent living since August of last year. Mm-hmm. So, and Sheena's been right there, checking on me all the time, making sure I'm doing good. I've had a couple other staff that checked on me for a while to make sure I'm doing good.
Yeah.
So I'm seem to be doing okay.
Yeah, that's great. So you both mentioned some names. Sheena, could you just share? She's your supportive housing provider?
Yes, Sheena's my supportive housing provider, and Dodie's my job coach.
Oh, awesome. Sounds good. And Chad, what are
Tyrese is my housing guy, and Shai is my work consultant helper.
Yeah, great. Awesome. Sounds good. Sounds like you guys got a good team.
Yeah, it's a great team, and it makes me feel better at the end of the day, and it helps me wake up with a good attitude in the morning.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah.
Helps me a lot.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like I'm actually noticed and wanted. Mm-hmm. Because for the longest time, I thought I wasn't worth anything.
Mm.
It brings a lot of self-worth being a part of this kind of program.
Oh, that's
yes, it does.
Great, guys. That makes me happy to hear. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Can you think about along the way, we talked about some milestones, but maybe some of the challenges over the last few years or along the way in this supportive employment or housing journey that you guys have faced, and maybe some of the ways that you, along with that team, have helped overcome some of those challenges?
You know, to be honest, staying out of jail was one of my biggest feats.
Mm-hmm.
And being on this housing program has really honed it in. Because I haven't been back to jail in many, many years now. And I would like to thank the program.
Thanks, Chad. That's amazing.
For me, it's been my background has held me from getting jobs and held me from getting apartments. But I've wrote a letter for the housing people to show to the people that I was going to rent from, and it shows that I've been out of trouble since 2000. I haven't gotten in any arguments or fights or nothing. I had a full-time job for a while. It didn't work out because I had a mental break. Lost my housing. Ended up back at Eastern for 6 months. Then I got back into housing, but that was in group home first because that's what they wanted. And it's working with Sheena helped me actually get my final discharge from Eastern. So I am now free to go and come and do anything I want. And just working with the housing and the job coaches has helped me 100% because I've learned a lot of ways to deal with anger issues. Other issues I've learned to work with is feeling worthless. They've helped me to the point to where I don't feel worthless anymore.
That's awesome. That's great. Thanks. Chad, you were going to add something?
I was just going to say, to kind of add on what he was just finished with, self-worth is a big thing, and this program has really showed me that even when there's downsides in life and whether you have good attributes or bad attributes to show for yourselves at that time, that it all works out at the end.
Well, just hearing you guys talk about it, I mean, you both have such tenacity. You're just keeping at it. And it sounds like the people who are, walking alongside you help support that natural tenacity that you both show.
What's tenacity?
It means just you're very driven.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's easy to stay driven when you have a good driven team.
Yes, it is. It's real easy to stay driven when you have a team that's willing to back you up.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love hearing that. Thank you both. I know you've touched on this question a little bit already, but maybe as you think back to the last month or two, some just real tangible memories as to ways in which that supportive housing or supportive employment provider has helped you. What are some of the things that they do on a daily basis?
I would like to say that Tyrese goes out of his way every time that I call him to either answer the phone or to get back to me as soon as possible. And for Shy, he always provides transportation to my appointments when I'm needed, so I'm there on time, and it's been super, super helpful for my success.
For me, it was I got robbed a couple weeks ago. Well, about a month ago now. Somebody broke into my apartment and stole my pain meds and some insulin and food. Sheena was there right off the bat for helping me get that straightened out enough to where I could get my food back. I wasn't worried about the other stuff because I already went and did all that by myself. So she helped me with that, and then Dodie helped me with filling out applications for employment. It's that day jobs thing. I don't remember what the company's called, but he helped me fill out an application for that, and I'm waiting for a response from them.
Nice. It just sounds like they're in your corner. They got your back.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, that's really great. Have you ever had to move for a job or for a living situation? And if so, how have these services maybe connected you to the community that you had to move to at the new place?
Can you reiterate that?
Yeah, totally. So has a job or a living situation ever caused you to have to relocate to a new area? And how have the services maybe helped you navigate that move?
Not necessarily. No, like a job didn't make me want to move, but after I moved and the opportunity was present for the environment to present itself, then I was able to excel. But then again, it was like I can't just give myself the credit. Like Tyrese does a lot for me, and he makes sure that I'm on my feet, and like that's really cool.
That's awesome.
For me, it was I had to move from group home into housing,
Okay.
into independent housing. So if Sheena wouldn't have been there and Ruth, which is no longer with the company, wasn't there, I would never have been able to move from the group home to independent living.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they're just supporting you along the way.
And they supported me with that, and they also helped me get furniture.
Yep.
They helped me pay the first and last rent so that I could actually move in.
Mm-hmm.
They helped me with food for my first month.
It's almost easier to list off the things they don't do.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, man.
It is
They're
easier
in
to
our
do that.
corners almost every single day. And it's
They even
just
helped
such
me
a
with
blessing.
clothing.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, that makes me happy to hear. Yeah, you guys got some really great providers working with you, definitely.
Yes.
Maybe as a way to wrap up, just maybe one takeaway that you want to offer just about these services and what you feel that they've offered you as an individual.
My life back again.
Wow.
My freedom. Freedom to do what I want to do instead of being ashamed and hiding from myself.
A pass of a person's life is huge, but they make it seem like it's not that big of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
They make it easier for us.
That's really special. Thank you both so much for your time. It's really
Thanks for having us.
a privilege and honor to chat with you guys. You guys are some special people.
Yes,
for
sir.
sure. Thanks for what you're doing.
I want to make one more thing.
Yeah.
The system that we're going through now is very helpful. So whoever invented this system or whoever's involved in this system, I thank you very much.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Home and Community Services, the Office of Housing and Employment. Again, thank you so much, Shad and Vaughn. Really appreciate your insight. And
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks
what
for
you
having
share.
us.
Thanks.